Hello? 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 Okay, there we go. It does work. Hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Noodleknite. You may call me Noodle, and today we're going to be finishing off these goremongers. I don't have a lot of time today, so hopefully I can finish them off pretty quickly. I think I got maybe a max 3 hours in me for today or so. But yeah, did quite a bit yesterday. I think I was gonna do metallics today, but I realized there's a bunch of metallics on the skin tone. I was like, maybe I should add the highlights on the skin first and then do the rest of metallics. So it will be pretty quick, hopefully. So hopefully I'll get that done. I don't know who's gonna show up in chat. This is, yeah, it's quite solid now. That's good. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use these in the game, but it'll be really interesting to do. So metallics. I don't know the horns. I saw the horns are a little bit different. I don't think any of these, yeah, these guys don't have horns on their mask except for this Blood Herald guy over here. So yeah, we're gonna try to do this quick. I do think I want to do Slay the Spire 2 on Friday. I really consider, because I think playing a deck builder could be really interesting to do without any backseating. I gotta make sure to have no one backseat because I want to figure out the game for myself. I really do. That's the whole point of playing a deck builder, is figuring out how to build a deck for yourself. So let's start with, so I'm gonna be shaking up paints for a little bit. But yeah, I went out with a friend today just to pick up some models. So I was like, he needed to get a haircut too, so I offered him a lift to the mall. So we were there for maybe less than 2 hours or so, and then he bought some Riftbound packs. Yeah, and then one of the employees at the little like store, the game store, he was talking to me about Magic, and he kind of likes Universes Beyond, but I kind of don't. But yeah, he was really trying to get me to get the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. I did not want anything to do with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. So yep, that wasn't gonna happen. So we're gonna finish this quickly. If I can't finish it today, I'll finish it off stream. Yeah, that's gonna be, so I'm gonna just lightly add some highlights at the raised areas. I don't want to add too much, because the last time I did, it didn't end up looking so hot. So yeah, we're gonna do this first. Oh, I missed a little bit here. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Good as new. I always seem to want to do the arms first. I always like to do the arms first. But sometimes when I'm doing, every time I do like a Chaos Space Marine or like Corn Berserkers, I tend to work from the bottom up. So like I'll start with the legs and then work my way up. But somehow I just start with the torso first with these ones. Just lightly highlight it. Hopefully nothing goes too wrong. Yes, having a proper skin tone now. I did these with the jackals and they ended up looking pretty good. Hello Paul, how are you doing? How are you doing, Paul? Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm just painting up some, I was gonna say jackals, but they're not jackals, they are goremongers. I'm just painting up the highlights on the skin tone, and hopefully I think I'm doing okay. I just usually hate doing flesh tone on stuff, so I'm adding like a little bit light. Hello, hi James, how you doing? Yeah, I think this will take a little bit long to do the flesh tone because every time I try to do it, it takes forever and ever, and there's 8 models, so it might take, give or take, maybe 2 hours or so, and we'll see what we can go from there. Nothing. Okay. But yeah, it was really crazy yesterday. I heard like a big boom yesterday, and I was like, what the hell was that? Apparently there was like a flash of light too, but I didn't see it. But something was going supersonic and within like the vicinity, because a bunch of other cities heard it too. And a lot of people pointed out was that a meteor flew by. Yeah, meteorite. It's crazy, right? And if you look at the city's cameras, you can see the exact time when it flew overhead because the camera spazzes out. But it was super interesting to see or hear that meteor kind of like flew overhead. I was wondering what that big crash was, or like that big like boom. What minis are those? These ones are the goremongers for Warhammer 40k kill team, but I am using them for my World Eaters army for the 40k tabletop game. But how you doing, Zim? How you doing? Blood for the Blood God. Hello, very angry Iron Ward. There's quite a lot of you today too. Quite a lot of you today. But yeah, I was just talking about how a meteorite like flew by last night. It was crazy. Nuh-uh. Blood for the Blood God? No. Do you think Iron Warrior person or very angry Iron Warrior? Do you think they're gonna have pre-orders for the Iron Warrior stuff next week? Or do you think they're gonna reveal stuff for Adepticon? When is Adepticon again? It should be coming up pretty soon, right? Very soon it should come up. Because those are the models I'm looking forward to the most. My bet is 3 weeks. That sounds about right. They announced it, then pre-ordered, then wait a couple more weeks, and then there you go. Parked as the armadillo. I have no idea. I just like the armadillos. They're pretty cool. No, I did not see where the meteorite landed. It probably vaporized within the atmosphere. So if it didn't, then it's probably in the wilderness somewhere. I don't know. I just chose an armadillo because I think I liked armadillos too much. I don't think that is a 9-banded armadillo. That's like the most common one I've seen, but I don't know if there's a 3-banded one because I've never seen one in person. Because they are not within the area. It's too cold. It's very cold. They probably won't survive. Hey, that's one. There we go. A little bit lighter. I can kind of see the comparison a little bit. I just gotta be very careful with the... So there's a comparison, kind of. Well, I don't know at that point. Yeah, a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. This one's kind of dark. This one's kind of lighter. So I'm gonna go with that. That's good. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with an armadillo. Oh, I forgot the legs. I forgot there's a little bit of the legs I need to do. Right over here. Imagine some poor unlucky animal getting directly impacted by a meteorite. How am I gonna base them? Good question. I can't remember what kind of base it was, but it was a base from Vallejo Paints. I can't remember the name of, but I'm gonna use that. And to you, angry warrior, that is not messed up. That's kind of how the dinosaurs went extinct. Not directly from the meteor, but after the meteor. If I remember, I think theories lean to like the earth being covered in like a cloud of like very volatile hot like clouds, and then literally you're cooking the dinosaurs to extinction. So no, it's not messed up. That's just reality. That's just reality at that point, Iron Warrior, but I understand your thinking. Yeah, I think there were, so I had to read like an article about this, so it's kind of like not that fresh, but I remember hearing them because the Gulf of Mexico has like shock quartz, and the only time you see shocked quartz is when there's like high amounts of heat within a short duration, and that's kind of like some evidence that there was like a meteorite that crash landed. Shocked quartz, you know, the rock quartz. Oh, I'm getting rid of the detail. Oopsies. There we go. Yeah, shocked quartz. I think Yeah, it was like a big meteor, and that made the Gulf of Mexico, and that was their evidence that like, hey, yeah, this probably might have killed the dinosaur, because you see how big the Gulf of Mexico is. That's the impact that the meteor made 65 million year-ish ago, something like that. I can't remember what the book was called, but it was a book about, I think it was about evolution, so it was really interesting to read. I think I read maybe half of it. I'm looking at what models I need for my Tau Hunter Cadre army. That's very interesting, James. I'm not too sure about Iron Warriors. I know nothing, so I don't know if I can help you there. But my friend did go play Croots against me, so that was interesting to witness. I think I beat them. That Storm Surge died not very quickly. It lasted until maybe turn 4, and then Karn killed it. What's my favorite dinosaur? That's another good question, Paul. I did take a class on dinosaurs. I don't know too many dinosaurs, unfortunately. I think it would, if I had to choose, maybe Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus is pretty cool. Yeah, I wish I knew more about dinosaurs. The only people I've seen taking the dinosaur class I did, they were nuts. They knew way more than I did. I was like, oh boy, I do not belong here. I was like, I stopped liking dinosaurs when I was like 5 or 6, and these guys still like dinosaurs that day. Yeah, I kind of can't remember what the book was called. I wish I did. Pretty sure you can find it's like, I think at this point about 10 years old, that book, and it was written really, really well. It talked about the mastodon. It talked about some really other extinct creature from before the dinosaurs. I can't remember what they were called, but basically you only have like fossils of them. I think they were closely related to like what a nautilus is. That's all I remember. Very, very small little duders. Okay, yeah, I am definitely gonna finish this for today, and that will be it for today. And then I gotta finish my other friend's stuff for tomorrow. Sorry, not for tomorrow, for next week. I got a lot to do for my friend for next week, and I am not looking forward to building resin. It is troublesome. Yeah, I don't know if Spinosaurus is like a basic answer, but that's kind of the only one I can actually think of that is like kind of semi not basic. Resin, my favorite. I don't like resin, but when my friend's okay, but he does not want to build because he does not know how to work with resin, so he asked me to do it. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do about 30-ish models within a good amount of time. A good amount of time is like a week, but I guess when I only stream like 3 times a week, 2 days with over 600 teeth. Which one's that one? I don't know that one actually. I wish I did. Is it Stegosaurus? That's what I think. Oh well, could be very, very wrong. It'd be funny. Oh, maybe I've seen it. I'll Google it after. I'm kind of occupied right now, trying to finish painting this for today. But I feel like I've seen that before. I feel like I've seen it before, so it's okay. Chaotic giggling was so funny. Huh? Something funny about seeing 600 a dinosaur with 600 teeth. need more paint. Way more paint. Let's see. It's the name that's funny. Oh, the name. Yeah, I definitely feel like I've heard of that before. I definitely feel like I heard of it. Probably one of my friends memed about it, but it was so long ago that I probably forgot about it. But yeah, a couple of my friends were playing that sliding game recently. It's like only a demo right now, and they absolutely love it because of the chill vibes. Chill vibes for the sled game. I think they like it too much, actually. I think they were playing up until like 5 a.m. yesterday, which was crazy. Because they started at like 7 o'clock or something like that. Very, very crazy. But yeah, it's interesting to see what people find up in like the dirt, and they all of a sudden you see like a fossil of like some very extinct animal. And then they see a mastodon, and it's like, oh, what the hell is a mastodon? And you look at the tooth structure, it's like, what the hell is this? Is it like a dinosaur? Is it, what the hell is it? And it's been a while since I read that book, but basically a mastodon is like, I guess, a distant relative of like an elephant and a mammoth, but in the Americas. Whereas I guess elephant's more like from Africa, and then the mammoth is more from, I can't remember where they usually find mammoth fossils. Is it usually in the northern parts? Or is it mainly in like... I have to look it up, but I can't remember where they usually find them. But yeah, mastodon was usually found in the Americas, and I think the way they can differentiate between the different species is they typically look at the tooth structure, because sometimes it is very hard to tell apart a brown bear and a black bear unless you look at their teeth. And the only time you can look at their teeth is when they're kind of dead. You look at the skulls. And typically black bears have like, there's like a molar at the back, and it's like triangular shape, and then you have to measure how big it and wide it is usually, and that usually tells you what kind of type of bear it is. Very interesting. And also in that one class I took, we had a moose skull. It was yeah, we had a moose skull, quote unquote. Someone cut it in half, so they no longer have a moose skull anymore. So I was very upset I did not get to see it. And by in half, they literally bisected it. I had no idea why they did that. It was nuts. I don't know why the hell they did that. Yeah, it was like some like biology class or like wildlife class I had to take. It was very interesting seeing skulls though of various mammals to tell you the difference between a carnivore and a herbivore. It's very, very easy. Very, very easy to tell them apart. But if you have to tell apart rodents, have fun. That's like hard. They kind of all look the same. Except for a possum. Possums are pretty easy. Possums are pretty easy to tell apart. They have like a red tint on their skull, on their teeth. So very, very easy. Yeah, this should be pretty easy too. There's not a lot of flesh tone going around in this little guy here. But yeah, I don't think I asked you guys, what are you guys up to? I know James is up to doing his Tau stuff. What about the rest of you? If you don't mind me asking. Me, I'm just chilling right now, painting goremongers. Goremongers for my world eaters. Hopefully I don't drop the ball and like paint them poorly. It seems like they're okay. Because last time I added a thick like layer paint and they didn't look so hot. They did not look very good. So I'm adding a super thin down layer paint. And so far it's working out to the degree I want it to. So that's something good. Much easier to add layer paint on smaller figures than a big giant tank. I did finish up that tank though. That impulsor is fully done to what I want to do. I'm batch painting. You're batch painting. Oh, you batch painting, and how many? How many are you batch painting? Because the most I ever did was 60 at a time. Never do that. Never do 60. Batch painting 60 is like the bane of my existence. Never ever again. The only time I would maybe do that is if I was doing Skaven, but I don't own a Skaven army. I never ever want to do that. Did I paint 4 already? Oh, I did. That's quick. That is quick. Very, very quick. But yeah, I'm just wondering. I don't know if I have a backup plan for finishing early, so maybe I'll just play some games. 4 plague bears. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nothing wrong with just like doing four plague bears. Blood for the blood god. Dang, you like that, don't you? I think you're the only one who uses that a very angry Iron Warrior. You're the only one. I need more of those redeems. I gotta think about what other ones I can add that are kind of Warhammer related. But I didn't like a lot of them. I think there's a couple funny ones, and that's kind of just it. But yeah, on what else? Corn Berserker screaming. The Corn Berserker screaming. That sounds like a very good idea, actually. I will have to remember that or write it down. I would ask not Siri. Don't okay, yeah, no Siri. No Siri, please. Because every time I try to ask a question for Google and Siri, they tend to show up unexpectedly, which I do not want. But yeah, Corn Berserkers are okay. I had a friend ask me, is like, hey, I was thinking of getting second army, but I noticed that like you have world eaters. How do they play, and how easy are they to paint? And I just straight up told them, it was like, it's okay to paint. The only things I had problems with were the 8-bound, because it had so many different colors within like one model. It drove me insane. Red and brassy easy. Yeah, it's just a trim. It's just a trim that's a little bit hard, and that's kind of just it. It's gonna be 5,255 points. You're playing a 5,000 point game, James? Or you're talking about your entire collection? Which one is it? Because I don't know anyone who plays 5,000 point games unless they're doing Apocalypse rules. So just keep that in mind. That finding an Apocalypse game is probably near impossible unless you're organizing it at a local game store. For the whole, okay, yeah, yes, I agree. Yes, a 5,000 point game is a lot. That can probably take over several days or so for the whole cadre. Okay. You're talking about the entire collection for your Tau then. How much money is 5,000? This has to be a couple thousand for like just Tau. That sounds insane. But I can't really say much since I own a couple armies for 40k. So who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? And trying to rest my arms a little bit, but it seems like I have no arm rest within the desk. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think doing a highlight was the right choice. That's good. Just one highlight of this color, and it is brightening up my models quite a lot. Even though I'm adding it super thin down. If I were to build the Iron Warriors I really want to build, I kind of have no idea other than adding... Let's see. I think it would be... it'd be really hard. Depends on if they have like a box for it though. Definitely the new named character. Maybe some mutilators. Maybe like 2-man squad of legionnaires. And I don't know how many defilers I would run. They're really big. It looks like they're on 130 mil bases, which is kind of large and hard to transport. So I'm not too sure. I think it all depends on if there's like a launch box or like a big bundle box for the Iron Warriors, and see what comes out of it, and try to build upon that. Yeah, that is my thoughts, but I think it would probably be more so elite heavy with the mutilators and or obliterators. Get green stuff and copper wiring. I have never worked with green stuff and copper wiring. I think green stuff, the company went bankrupt, so it might be a little bit hard to get it now. The company that makes it. But yeah. I've never had a need for copper wire, but I can understand why people like it for their kit bashes and whatnot. Very handy. But I am also very basic when it comes down to doing very basic. It's a must for Iron Warriors. Why is the copper wire a must? You got at least explain it to me. You're just saying get copper wire. Hey Egor, how you doing? It's doing good. A meteor, cables and tubes. Oh, I see. Cables and tubes. I get it now. I don't know if I would go that route then. Egor, apparently a meteor passed by over my head yesterday. Hello, Swampy. Hello. Yeah, it was very interesting actually. They're covered in spray paint. Oh god. Yeah, meteorite flew by over my head. What was it? Well, I was gonna touch upon it. The only reason people think it's a meteorite is that flash of light was one, and then the second explanation was that it was going supersonic speed. Getting that tattoo? Let's go. Let's get that tattoo. What kind of tattoo are you getting, Swampy? And undercoating nids. Do you not wear nylon gloves, Egor? I think people typically wear gloves for spray painting. You kind of have to be careful with that, because sometimes like your skin absorbs the spray paint. But I'm pretty sure it's acrylic based, so you have probably no worries about no gloves or cringe. You don't like gloves? Okay, you can do whatever you want. I think the spray paint is probably safe. Then you're probably okay. Yeah, I am gonna probably lose it when I paint the Iron Warriors, because I need to figure out how to do hazard stripes correctly and not go insane. Easy. Yeah, they look easy. I'll probably have to just watch a video. I'm getting Blight Lord Terminators. Oh, like the tattoos? Or are you just getting the models? Bamboozle JK. Yeah, hello Count. How you doing? Steady hands and brush control. Yeah, it's very brush control. I just need to... I might have to backtrack on the hazard stripes though. I have to do a lot of cleanup, which I don't like doing. I don't like cleaning up my models. Because I don't glove. Oh, you don't have gloves. I see. I typically need nylon gloves for like work-related stuff, but other than that, I kind of do use them for hobbying. There we go. Dang. This guy is like... just has like a vest on and that's it. Masking tape. Yeah, I heard masking tape was like a good thing to do. like painter's tape. I also heard, what was it? Painting putty could also work as well. Painting putty is also another good thing to do. I need more paint. I'm not using enough. Yeah, it might take a couple days for you, Egor, to scrub it out with different hazard shift. You are a godlike person, Iron Warrior. You're what I want to be in the next maybe couple months. He's finished with Redemptor. He's gory. Set to put the transfers on. I'm giving him a matte undercoat. You can freehand it. Yeah, I can probably freehand it. I am definitely not like a good painter. I still consider myself like just like decent. I never went to school for painting, so I'm just like mediocre at best. Should be gone tomorrow if I scrub regularly. Probably it should be gone. It definitely should be gone if you do that. Wow, there are more of you than yesterday. What the hell happened? Grabbing food. Can you grab me some food too? I would like some food as well. And then this guy's gonna be a big pain. He has a lot of stuff going on here. Too many things going on. I'll use some noodles. I have a lot of noodles in the household. There's too many. There are way too many. I think it's enough to last like a couple months or so. And then I'll get sick of it eventually. Too many. With chevron pattern. Games Workshop done. Self battle suits at the kill team. Yeah, my friend has those battle suits. He was building them the last time we got together. Don't think I was here if you spoke about it. My favorite faction. That's a tough one at the moment because I have a lot of armies. That's really, really rough. I think it's still... That is super, super rough. I would probably lean towards 1,000 Suns because it was the first army I really, really wanted. But I also have a lot of trouble playing them because they're too big brain for my understanding. They're like the big brain, like Space Marines. And I was like, what the hell? They're too hard to play. I know it's triangle shapes to make sure the spacing is equal on, because one, I'll know if they're not equal by just looking at them. Oh, okay. I have to look at the chevron pattern. I'm not too versed in that. Your playstyle screams Orcs or World Eaters. It does very much scream Orcs or World Eaters. Very, very melee heavy. Though I did delve into Dark Angels, and I love the Deathwing side of things. The very heavy melee bruisers that charge in Unga Bunga. Yeah, sometimes Dark Angels do that too, but they're also on the much tankier side. They will take hits and then dish it out just as hard. Oh, that rank. Oh, I see. Yeah, that should probably be easier then. I will try it that way. As soon as I get them, or as soon if I... Yeah, I'll probably get them in the end. It's like no biggie. It's like almost confirmed to get the Iron Warriors. But I think a lot of people are interested in them. That's the other thing too. So I have to worry about not being able to get a box. So I have to be very, very quick. It's easier to make white gray by adding black or thinning the white paint. I would maybe add a little bit of black. I'm not too sure. That's what I think. If you thin down the white, it's still gonna be white, unfortunately. I want the Jellerpox infected kill team to return. My friend has one of those, but he uses it for test painting, which is really sad. Point them at a 45-degree angle. Okay, I will do that as soon as I get them, and then that'll probably be one of the last things I do when painting them up. And I think that's it for these guys for the flesh tone. let's call that good and done. Don't want paint on my hands. I already got a lot of paint on my hands yesterday, so that was pretty bad. 45 is too sharp, but you just said 45. $75. Oh, I see. 75-degree angle. Okay. I will have to do a lot of attempts before I get it down good. There's a store near me that sells bits bought by Weiss. I need to stop by again to get bright pieces for my base. Oh, bits. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to do the metallics right now? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I think that's the other big thing I need to do are the metallics. And then his stuff is brass. Okay. Ow. Sacrifice a practice model. I do have some models they gave out for free when I went to GW stores. I don't need Lead Belcher. I need Iron Warrior because I need to be able to keep in touch with the Primaris Marine sacrifice. I don't have a Primaris Marine. I have all of them painted up for different parts of my army. Where is it? This is Lead Belcher. I don't need that. It's probably in the bin, which I forgot to get. So I'll be right back. Give me a second. I found the paint I was looking for. I also need another pot of Iron Warriors or something, some color somewhere to it, because I'm going to be needing a lot of it very soon. Hey, there we go. Okay, so let's start with this guy over here. Where is my painting handle? There it is. Just gotta take a look at it. Okay, I can do that. Brass bracers. Okay, I can definitely do that. Gonna use the same paintbrush because I'm fickle, and then we can get to work. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I'm gonna need another pot of this. It's like half gone. Half of it is gone. And then, ooh, you smell the acrylic paint. It's very thick. Very thick paint. I think that's kind of what you want, unless it solidifies, then that's probably really bad if it solidifies. Oh, so this water over here, it was like full, and now it's like a quarter empty. I think because a lot of it has evaporated, which is kind of bad. What do the backpacks look like? Okay, the backpacks are entirely brass. That's good. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful. Oh yeah, if I don't get done today, I'm gonna finish these off stream. But by the time I finish them on stream for a third time, I'm gonna be painting for maybe like less than an hour to finish them off. But yeah, that's what happens if I don't. And I gotta figure out what to do after to keep me occupied. Yeah, tiny paintbrush for the win. I like tiny paintbrushes too much. Even though it takes a lot longer to do, I like to have less mistakes when painting. Painting, it's mostly soothing. Other times it can be frustrating when you're trying to put more, give yourself more to paint. And then by the time you batch paint, you are kind of dead in the water. In that, you go crazy. Because you're pretty much doing the same thing over and over for 15 billion models. Yeah, I should have enough paint for this. And the funny thing is, like, with new model syndrome, when you finish painting like a unit and then you try to play it, is dead on the first turn, no matter what. You have the stealth battle suits. Didn't you already say that already, James? You said you had the kill team for that, or is that a different stealth battle suit you're talking about? I'm not too sure. You gotta be a little bit more specific, or I probably misheard you at some point. I missed the entire thing here. Okay, let's see. Got that. There are some like little staple marks or stitches on the little legs, so I'm not too sure. I have to take a closer look at like a reference and then be able to see if I need to paint those metallics. Oh yeah, okay, I see it now. Stretch, break, and hydrate. You know, funny you do that right now, Eglord, because like I was like I had no glass of water in my room. I was like, I'm gonna need a glass of water because if I don't, Eglord is gonna make me go up and stand and get water from the kitchen. So this time I am prepared. But yeah, I'll do stretch break. I also have to be careful not to roll over my headset cord because it has happened too many times yesterday. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to working with resin next week. I gotta get it done before we start the campaign, and that'll be in about 2 weeks or so. They changed the 25 stealth battle suits into 26. Oh, probably the old ones. They look kind of dated. They look very dated. What's this about a campaign? I got hit by an ad. You got hit by an ad? I thought I turned off the ads. Also, hi, Lemon. Me and a couple friends are planning to do a 500 Worlds campaign, and I have to do a lot of work for a lot of them. And by a lot of work, I got to build some Kriegsmen, the old Kriegsmen resin models. Before the campaign happens, I gotta paint them, and then one of my friends is asking me to print some Necron models for him too. So it's gonna be a lot of work for me. It's gonna be lots of work. Also, this is kind of weird because every time you show up, Lemon, there's usually just you, but now there's a lot of people. So now I think you intimidated them too much. You have intimidated everyone. They went back into their hole. Yeah, I'm painting some goremongers right now. Which will take some time. Orcs, yes. They went all into the hidey hole. I was considering playing the expansion for a while, but no one's gonna be playing with me, so there's like no point. I just started painting. Yes, Eglord is a new painter. I think he started painting. Oh, you're starting painting now. I see. Yeah. He is a cool dude. But yeah, also, I mean, did you hear that like a meteor flew by like within like the West Coast area? Is very cool. You gotta make me blush. Yes, blush more. You always do this to me, so I'm gonna do it to you. Yeah, a meteor flew by over my head last night, and it went supersonic, and then it blew up in the atmosphere, most likely. So yeah, fun times. Gotta make the cute VTuber blush. You calling me cute? Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess men do not like being called cute unless it's by a pretty girl, but by other people, men, it can. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm okay with it. It's like I have a neutral stance on it, so it is okay. There's so many belt buckles. Still see people here. Happy you saying this preach your labor you earned. Yeah, it's happening. I think probably 3 streams a week is probably the way to go. Dashing. Oh, I see. That also works too. What's the word that people like to use? I think it's pliant. I think pliant is the word. It's like when you're pretty easy to deal with, or is that it's just calm person to talk to and they kind of don't care. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the fruits of the labors is showing pretty good. I still need to work on video editing. I need to work on long form content. I know you said that, Lemon, but it's tougher. It's like tough to get started. It's super tough. I think I just need to use a little bit less editing and actually just stop procrastinating at this point. Oh my god, it's looking better than I thought. Way better. Also, there's so many belt buckles. I'm literally painting Seto Kaiba right here with how much belt buckles is on this one guy. Seto Kaiba from Battle City. Yeah, I have obscenely amount of belts, and no, they don't do anything. I need better light. I should have bought that $200 lamp. A Yu-Gi-Oh tournament with Kaiba in it. Nice. I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh GX too much this last couple weeks, and then I keep getting recommended them, and it's not stopping. It is not stopping. I am kind of stuck in the limbo of Yu-Gi-Oh episodes. I think I've been watching too much Yu-Gi-Oh GX and the duels they had. I think I liked watching Zane versus Jaden in the graduation duel. That one's really cool. But they don't have a lot of season 2 available on YouTube for me. They kind of hide it away, which is unfortunate. So there's barely any season 2 for me. Any more metallics? Yes, there's a lot still. Oh boy. Too many. Is it a gold crossguard or is it just a metallic one? Okay, I see it now. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. That's kind of easier to do. So I accidentally painted the blood first, so that's kind of unsettling to do. But maybe I can just paint around it with this cheap $1 paintbrush. It is working. I'll just paint over it later on. Yeah, I should have painted the red later. Oh well. Oh well. Well. Yeah, there's not a lot to do with this guy right now. And then metallics. I don't know what the color the grenade's gonna be. This is gonna... What's the kit you're painting? Oh, funny you mentioned that, Lemon. I caved in and painted Goremongers. I have the box right here. You were telling me how you wanted to play Kill Team, so I was like, I bought a Kill Team box. Might as well. And I think the #1 reason for me to do that is that I wanted free shipping, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a Kill Team box so Lemon can have a buddy to play Kill Team with. So yeah, you got a buddy to play Kill Team once I go visit you. How much detail was on that model? There's a lot of detail on this model. Oh, did I tell you I won a painting competition and got free stuff? I don't think I told you. I won a painting competition. I got some nice art. I got some objective markers. I got a nice poster that says best painted army. I got some secondary objective cards so we can actually keep track of secondary objectives. It was really, really nice. But yeah, the art wasn't too big. It's like a 8x6 like picture, so really, really small. But yeah, I asked them, it's like, no, they asked me, it's like, are you gonna participate in the next crusade? I was like, no, I'm not. I'm so sorry, but I'm not driving 1 hour to go play like a crusade game every couple weeks or so. It's a little bit too much for me. I liked it, but 1 hour drive is nuts. And I was talking to like some American guy, and he's like, yeah, I can drive 100k. Sorry. I can drive that much 100k in like half an hour. I was like, you're driving 200 kilometers an hour? What the hell? He did not know the conversion to from kilometers to miles. So I was like, I'm not gonna argue with him. I just immediately stopped talking to him for that conversation. So yeah, that was not good, because if I tried to argue with him, it would end up being very trivial. But yeah, I finally can center the model correctly, but sometimes it's kind of blurry. But I think currently I'm looking at it right now. It's pretty good. But yeah, Goremongers for Kill Team, whenever I play it, they finally got rid of the movement for Kill Team from 2nd edition, where they use circles, triangles, and like 5, I don't know, circles. Like circles, triangles, and squares to determine what movement is. It's so dumb. Like yeah, it was like, for example, my unit or model moves circle amount of distance. Okay, what does that mean? And no one understands what the hell they're talking about. So they just went back to inches. And then I later learned, I was talking to my boss who also plays Warhammer. He was telling me how Lord of the Rings had both centimeters and imperial system, and converting them was kind of hellish, because then you convert the inches to centimeters and it'll be in the decimals. And I was like, yeah, my unit moves like 23.75 like centimeters. I was like, what the hell does that mean? No one understands. No one. Yeah. Oh, also Lemon. I was talking about other people. I might be starting a Iron Warriors army whenever the new stuff comes out. So that'll be another painting project to do on stream. So I'll be occupied as well. And then another thing is that one of my other friends gave me some of his stuff to work with. So it's just a lot of Kriegsmen and resin. So I don't have any super glue at the moment, Lemon, but I need to get some more. I have more on the way. But having to clean off the residue, like the film over top, is already a lot of work. And then with the slightly bent resin, yeah, it's not fun. You have to bend it back in place. You need like hot water. Stop. You can't keep getting new armies. But okay. The only reason I'm able to get new armies is that I fully paint all the ones I get. That was the one rule for me from getting new armies, was that my friend's like, hey, before you buy a new army, you have to paint the previous one you bought. And lo and behold, I painted all of them. So yeah, I can actually buy some, so it's fine. Me with how many armies did I paint? 1, 2, 3. I got rid of Tyranids. 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to say 7 fully painted armies. 2 of them were Age of Sigmar. Yep. And I think they're all at 2,000 points too. Oh, I just realized how many points of like models I have per army. That's a lot. That's like almost like 14,000. Oopsies. There we go. I'm just gonna paint it like that. No one's gonna look at the belt buckles. It's totally fine. But yeah, are you gonna play Slay the Spire when it comes out, Lemon? It's gonna come out tomorrow, but I'm probably not gonna be able to play it tomorrow. I'm probably gonna play it maybe for Friday stream so I can actually get really addicted to it and then play it for like 7 hours or something. But that's probably unlikely. But if I'm playing a game like that, dead easy, not dead easy, dead simple to just like manage, then maybe I can manage like playing for longer. Oh god, too many metallic bits on this thing. And then this is brassy, right? This is a brass thing. I don't remember anymore. Oh, it dropped on Friday? Ah, so you're occupied with that. I see. I don't know if our other friend's gonna play. He probably will. Oh, did it tell you? No, not yet on the 6th. Oh, on the 6th, so not tomorrow. I can't tell if my paints are thinned down enough or not. That's a good question. If it's super watery, like you can actually like it falls off the brush, then maybe it's too thinned down. It's kind of hard to tell. That's all I can tell you. It's really hard to tell. It's much better to have it more thinned down than have it really thick. Because if it's really thick, you can't fix the mistake if you paint it over or not. So yeah, always go more thinned down than thick. Oh, I was sorry, I got sidetracked, but Lemon, one of our friends, he got like a palette for reference. Yeah, right here. My palette for reference is right here. So I'm currently, there's not a lot of paint on it, but right here, if I add some paint, I'll quickly add some more paint because I need some more. Probably like, I'll add like a little bit, like that, like a little tiny drop. And I'll just like, so look over here, right? And I'll just quickly, that much consistency is good. I'll just pull it up. Like this much is good, probably. Something like this is good. And then, yep. Not don't want to overload too much. You just gently wipe the metallics on. Metallic paint is probably easier to work with. But yeah, something like that. And then you get something kind of like that with one layer. It's kind of thick right now, so it's kind of bad. But that's okay. I'll just like spread it around and it'll be all good. I think I'll add more water. Yeah, always add a little bit more water. Oh, also, if there's streaks, maybe consider using like a different paintbrush. But if there are streaks, maybe it probably won't be that visible because I got some streaks in my tank and it kind of looks ugly. But I'm probably not going to use it that often as well. There's so many belt buckles on this thing. It's so annoying. I got sidetracked for a third time. I hate this. I was talking about our friend. So there should be some small streaking to the bottom of the palette right here. Oh, this is just like paint I haven't used like in a long time. So it's just there. So it's kind of wet right now. But when you're painting on like shoot, I don't know how to phrase this correctly. I suck at this. But yeah, if there's a lot of streaks in your like your paintbrush or something, like with bigger models, you're painting up a tank and you get some like paint streaks, maybe consider using like a flat shaped paintbrush. It might help a lot. I made the mistake of not doing that and there's like a bunch of streaks on my tank. Or you can go the other route and use a airbrush that completely eliminates it, so you don't actually need it. But yeah, this model's small enough. There's a lot of like different crevices and a lot of detail on it, so it's okay. I can send you my tattoo picture of my tattoo. It's not done. Oh yeah, do that. I think you are in the Discord, so you can just put it in the art thing. I think I create a new category for that. So it's like creative works, put it in art. I think you did post your tattoos a while ago. Yeah, you did. I think you did. Or is that someone else? I can't remember. Oh, you did right there. Oh, that's sick. You can also put it there too. So it's a Blight Lord Terminator. That is awesome. That's awesome. I'm kind of too scared to get a tattoo, nor do I have any interest in getting one. Which one did I just do? Oh, I did this one. I did two of them already. I got sidetracked again. But okay, when you try to say it for like a 4th time or 5th time, but one of me and Lemon's mutual friends, I was trying to tell him is that he bought a new computer recently and he's gonna build it. And I asked him what operating system he was gonna use, and he was gonna use Ubuntu, which is like an offshoot of Linux, is what I want to call it, because I don't know too much about Ubuntu. But it seems like, thank you for the hydrate, Lemon. Thank you. But a lot of Europeans like to use it. And it's the same friend who likes to play Path of Exile too, Lemon. That's who I'm gonna name. He got the new PC, or bought one. What else is there that I can think of that happened recently that I can talk about? I don't know. Maybe you're right about dropping some less armies, and you stop buying new armies. But I like painting too much, so that's why I asked my friend to paint more. Tattoos hurt. That's what I've heard too. I saw like the tattoo artists like needles, and I don't know how many needles they have on that thing, but it looks like 12 or 15 or something. That sounds like a lot. But yeah, if you're wondering, I am not afraid of I'm not afraid of needles. Needles are kind of whatever for me. You get used to it. Have to get into terrain making, scratching the itches, but way cheaper than models. Terrain. I need to make some terrain. I sub to this thing called Loot Studios for like STLs, and I didn't realize they had like terrain too that you can print out, so I might just do that. But I also don't have an FDM printer. If I printed everything in resin, it would be very, very heavy, so I might have to get an STL for that. But I could also, the thing is, I can make the print hollow, and it'll be a lot lighter and a lot easier for me. So if you make the 3D print hollow, it might be easier. You just gotta work around it. Then you have a really hollowed out resin terrain. Yeah, I need to work on it. I bought some MDF terrain. It's usually good enough, and that's what I went with. Is the MDF terrain. I spent $80 on it. $80 Canadian. Sorry, and it works pretty well. It's very easy to take apart. It's lightweight, and you can carry it pretty much anywhere. True, I was thinking even simpler, like cardboard craters and cotton ball smokestacks. Ooh, that sounds nice. That sounds really nice to do. What the hell did I just paint again? Oh, I painted this. I was like, I don't remember what I painted. Yeah, I do not want a tattoo. The only thing I have is like a giant chest scar, and that's kind of just it. I think that's good enough. A giant chest scar that's like a foot long. So I think I would call that my tattoo. So that's pretty good. And then I would lie to people and say, "Where'd you get that like sick tattoo?" And be like, "Yeah, I fought a bear. This bear gave me this. the bear gave me this scar." And then they'll probably believe it. But I tell them the truth usually. But maybe I should roll with that. It's like, yeah, I fought a bear once. They probably won't believe me. It would be very cool. It would be very funny if they did believe me. Oh, you gotta duck out. See you later, Lemon. See you later. I'll probably talk to you later, probably. I'm not too sure when, if you want to talk later tonight. But have fun with your shift. Have fun. Feels like cat scratching you. I do not know that feeling, unfortunately, Swampy. I do not own cats. I think I only had had one cat ever scratch me, and it was kind of painful. Because I was like maybe 10 years old, and I tried to pet it, and it's one of those cats that was unfamiliar with me. So yeah, that's true. Got a scar across my cheek, and I will say I got cut by a drunken Spaniard. That's funny. That's really funny. That's super, super funny to go with. Everyone has scars. It's okay. And people who don't, I have no idea how they don't have scars. Maybe they live like a cushy life. There's also nothing wrong with living a cushy life too. You just have to be not entitled. That's kind of just it. Don't be entitled. The chest guard, manly. It's kind of manly. It's from... I think I talked about this before. I think I seldom talk about it, but basically it's like I had heart surgery when I was a lot younger, and that scar has stuck. And then I have to have it for the rest of my life, and it's really big. Yeah. Having open heart surgery when you're a toddler is... I don't even remember it actually. I actually wasn't even a toddler. I was literally a newborn. I literally came out of the womb dying, and that's kind of just it. But I have a sick chest scar now that I can tell people about. But yeah, it's really awkward when I have to go to the hospital for like yearly checkups, because every time I go, when I'm an adult, I go to like the cardiology wing of like the hospital, and it's literally just only old people. There was, out of all the years I went to in my like adult life, I only seen like one other young person go to like the cardiology wing of a hospital, and that's kind of just it. The only other young person is me, while everyone else is probably either 60 and up, and they have like heart problems because they're at the age when they develop it. You have 2 nickels? Interesting. Very interesting that you know another person. I don't know. Everyone, I guess, different for heart surgery. It might be same, might be different. Why did I paint this? Do I paint this metallic too? I need to take a look. Oh yeah, it's entirely metallic. That's good. Makes my life easier to paint everything now. Yeah, let's go with this. Oh, there's bubbles. That's not too bad. They'll go away eventually. I need to scratch my nose. There we go. We're good. But yeah, every time, I don't know what it's like in the States, but in Canada, I think it's usually paid by. But if it's an absolute emergency, then yes, I think they'll do. This was I don't know how long ago it was. I actually don't remember. Newborn. When I was born. Yes. You guys will never know my age, unfortunately. I will never tell you guys. Unless somehow it gets out, then yes, you'll know it. But unfortunately, no, not at this point. The easiest way for me to understand what a person's age is like you get them to like answer cultural references, and my go-to is asking them like, what cartoons did you like growing up? And then they're like, oh, Teen Titans, Courage the Cowardly Dog. And it's like, okay, it's pretty easy to get then. Close in age, probably. If we understand the same culture references, then we're probably around the same age. If they say, if I say like, I liked watching Kids Next Door, Billy and Mandy, Teen Titans, then you can probably guess, have a rough estimate of where my age lies. But when people say like, I have no idea. Teen Titans was a great show. It was good. I feel sorry for the people who didn't grow up with it. It's so good. It's so good. Nothing. Nigel Uno, my favorite as a kid. Yes, he is very good. He's probably my favorite too. But I kind of feel sorry. I kind of feel bad for the people that kind of grew up without cartoons that weren't very action based. Because I think what is it? What's that company called? Cartoon Network made a shift where they made like they want more the funny route and not the more actiony route. I think during the mid 2000s, so you can see a shift from like cartoons that didn't have a lot of action in it to a shift was like maybe I don't know about Adventure Time. I don't really know too much about Adventure Time, but they made a huge shift for comedy because it was those shows were more popular. So no more Teen Titans shows, sadly. No more action packed like Jackie Chan Adventures. Yeah, and no more shows like Megas XLR. That show was also good. I think it only had 2 seasons, I believe. But yeah, we don't see shows like that. No more. They're more about storytelling. Yeah, more story based right now, I believe. I think I stopped watching cartoons entirely around the time Adventure Time was coming out. So I think I stopped there. That is where my knowledge of cartoons ends. Yeah, the old Cartoon Network shows were good. I really did like them. They had character. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Which one are you talking about? There's 2 of them, I believe. There's the 2D one, and then there's the CGI one. I assume you're talking about the really old one that came out in the early 2000s. That was good. That was really good. I like General Grievous when he like first shows up. That was so good. Literally decimated all those Jedi, except for what's his name again? Kea Mundi. I can't remember the guy with the tall head. That guy was the only one to live. CGI was the Clone Wars. Oh, I see. Okay. What was the 2D one then? There was a 2D Clone Wars that came out. What was that one called? I don't remember anymore what that one was called. Do I just call it 2D Clone Wars or whatever? That was the mini series. Oh, I see. Okay, both of them were really good though, is all I can say. Both of them had its own charms. I didn't watch the Clone Wars, well, the CGI one a lot, but I remember watching sometimes on the TV. It was really good. What other cartoons did I like? There's obviously Avatar: The Last Airbender. Honestly, watching that, the final episode live on cable TV was like the hypest moment. It was so good. You will never get that feeling ever again, unfortunately. You have something about Avatar: The Last Airbender? 2D is called Star Wars Clone Wars. Okay. Oh no, you're just stating the difference. Okay, I understand now. Is the Clone Wars? Oh, that is not very different actually. That is not that different. That's kind of hard to tell apart actually. I'm back. I had chicken. Can I have chicken? I'm so craving for fried chicken. Like recently, it's nuts. I like fried chicken too much. It is tasty. Super original and distinct. Yeah, that's super original and distinct. Oh, what other cartoons did I also like? That I can name. Jackie Chan Adventures, Shaolin Showdown. There's a bunch of other Canadian shows, but I'm absolutely sure you guys have not heard about them if I name Canadian shows. They might have been aired in America, but I'm positive they haven't. except for maybe like one. I'm positive about one that showed up, but other than that, no. Total Drama Island, Kappa Mikey 16. Okay, I think Kappa Mikey was American made. I know that Total Drama Island was Canadian and 16 were Canadian. Also local Canuck. Oh, hell yeah, local Canuck. Let's go. Y'all ever watch Slug Terror? I've never watched Slug Terror, but I watched the previous series that studio did, which was called... It was called Stormhawks. I was talking about this to another person in the Discord. Stormhawks was really good. I really like that show a little bit too much. If you search it up, you can see it has very, very similar... Oh, hello there. Hello there. How are you guys doing? Hello. How do I pronounce your name? Oh my god, there's so many. Kukia? Is that how I pronounce it? Hello, how you doing? This is probably one of the first times I've been raided. How you doing? How you doing? What were you guys doing, actually? Were you also painting? I was literally just talking about old cartoons I like to watch, which currently is on Stormhawks. Perfect on the first go. Ooh, interesting. Were you guys also painting Warhammer as well? Or were you doing something vastly different? Could be possibly Gundam, probably? I went to the mall today and I actually saw a bunch of Gundam figures, but I was kind of hesitant about buying them. You were doing Garage Kit Tentacle Girl? Oh, what the hell, Garage Kit? You mean Ina, or is it like something very different? Some other tentacle girl. There's a lot of tentacle girls now. There's one from ZZZ, like a cute mimic. Danny Phantom? Is Danny Phantom a tentacle girl, or are you just talking about cartoons? Very, very interesting. But yeah, my name... Sorry, I need to introduce myself. I'm kind of just like sporadic at this point. My name is Noodleknite. You may call me Noodle. And I currently am painting some Warhammer right now. And I probably won't be done this anytime soon. That narrows it down a little bit. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. The OG Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I think I remember the OG theme song to that because it's like 30 seconds long. It's so good. The Bakugan Battle Brawlers is so good. But he does have a ghost tendril. Sometimes he could be a tentacle girl. Does he have a ghost tendril? I don't remember. I know he does like the Ghost Blast. The stream on Friday. I am planning to stream on Friday. Why do you ask? I'm planning to stream. Currently, I am thinking about doing maybe... What's it called? Slay the Spire 2? What's the thing? What's the thing? I'm scared. Is there a thing you like to do? I'm kind of curious. I'm really scared. Should I be scared at this point? I knew he had a villainous feature of himself from an ultimate tie line. Yes, he did have the what is it? He had the alternate timeline where he mixed his ghost self with Vlad Plasmius and it created like a super ghost. They literally became like Gogeta, but like ghost form. Need more water on this. It's kind of thick. It's not a cellar. Am I gonna go to the cellar now? Oopsies. Almost like destroyed the mini. There we go. Just paint it a little bit and we're good. I'm scared. Am I being put down in the cellar? Am I waiting for something really interesting to happen? Is there any more metallics on this that I missed? Probably not. No, there's not a lot. I kind of skipped over the metallic bits on the flesh, which I was worried about. Maybe I should. Just a little dot and it should be okay. Yeah, it kind of works. never a fan of Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom's okay. My brother absolutely loves it, but I found it just decent to watch. I think I like Kid Next Door a little bit too much. What other shows can I think of that were good? Johnny Bravo was good, but that's like an older series too, a little bit older in the 90s, early 2000s. Invader Zim. I was way too young for Invader Zim actually. My brother watched it, but I didn't. Guess I have to do the thing. I don't know what the thing is. You're scaring me. I am fearing for my life right now. Ben 10 fan? Ben 10's goated. The OG Ben 10, right? Not the reboot series. The reboot was kind of hot garbage. You might be younger than you thought. Yes, I never got the chance to watch Invader Zim. That was like super early 2000s. I think, when did it first come out? Like 2000, 2001? I did watch Samurai Jack on TV though. I don't think, when did that show come out actually? Also early 2000s. I think I caught the later seasons though. Samurai Jack is good. 2006-ish. Really? I think Invader Zim's older than that. Enjoy a semi-regular Friday hobby collab stream. Oh, what's the collab stream? I'm afraid now. I'm very afraid. Never been invited to a collab stream before. Should I be afraid? Do I sound like a good fit to you guys actually? 2001. Oh, what? I knew it was 2001. I am also, I don't know. I don't know if I would be a good fit for your collab stream, but we'll see. I was just like, but was on Nicktoons till 2010. Was it on Nicktoons? I don't think we had Nicktoons in Canada, unfortunately. We had Teletoon. I don't think you guys will understand what Teletoon is, but think of it as like Nicktoons, but for Canadians. Share a virtual camera for others to display. Interesting. Oh, very, very interesting. I could be up for that. I don't think I've ever used the virtual camera on Discord before, but I've seen people used it before. It seems pretty easy to do. Yeah, I really did not know what I was gonna do for Friday, but yeah, this is kind of like very interesting right now to do. You paint minis, so it's a minimum requirement. That's a plus. That's all you. Oh, you just paint minis and just hang out. Interesting. I'll try not to yap a lot then, because I tend to yap too much by myself, and when I'm with others, I tend to listen a lot more. But do you guys like to play games too? Do you guys like to play Helldivers? I like playing Helldivers with other people. Mindless chaos. A lot of mindless chaos happening. Did I miss anything? I do opposite when I solo stream. I barely yap. Really? I guess it's different with me because when I'm with a lot of people, I tend to listen, and when there's silence, I tend to talk. But when I'm by myself, I like to yap about nonsense to fill the void. Otherwise, when I'm not streaming, I tend to not talk at all. I just tend to keep quiet. But I think that's what a lot of people do as well. Did I miss anything? Oh, I did miss some stuff. But it's very, very interesting to see new people. Yeah, I like the void. I mainly use talking as reaction. Really? I just like to talk about my days mostly. And sometimes when I run out of ideas, it becomes tough to just like force an idea out. But normally I do have something to talk about. But that usually only lasts for 2 hours. And then after the 2 hours up is like, I have no idea. I pull something out of my butt and hope it works. Bum 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 bum. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. You guys are inviting me. You guys, I don't know. Is it bad that I think you guys are also kind of anxious too, inviting a complete stranger to like to a collab stream on Friday? You guys have the balls for that. Resident Evil 7 was 9 years ago. Was it actually 9 years ago? Was that the first person one? It probably was the first person one. Oh my god. I just realized how long you just reminded me how long Resident Evil 6 was. Over a decade. Over a decade ago for Resident Evil 6. Holy. Yeah, you guys have the guts to invite a complete stranger to a collab. I will give you that much. Feel old yet? Kind of. But then you can consider that the GameCube right now is considered retro gaming. The Europe crowd starts to collab. The Americans join later, maybe after some others. So it's very chill and open thing. Okay, I will consider that then. We'll see how long I can do that. True. Yeah, I don't think of the GameCube as retro gaming. Unfortunately, it is still pretty good. So it's kind of like a thing where you dip in and dip out kind of deal. It's kind of like an ongoing marathon of streams. It sounds like. Yes. Oh, okay. That makes it a little bit easier too. Okay. I'll have to see. I'll have to see what it looks like. I'll have to probably watch a previous stream you guys did. What one am I on? I'm on number 5. Okay. And then this should be done relatively within the next hour or so. Shoot, this one has guns. I don't know what color the guns are. Or where to paint the metallic bits. Let's take a look. Okay, that seems very simple and straightforward. Bum. Okay, so just this little bit minus the tooth. I'm gonna paint the tooth metallic though. And then we have... How long should I wait before applying a second coat of paint? That is a good question. It really depends on how... For me, it depends on how thick you put on, or thin, or watery. How watery the paint is. That's a good question. If it's like super watery, then like maybe half an hour to like an hour. If it's like okay, then maybe like 15 to half an hour. If you can touch it and no paint comes off, then you're probably good. Like if you can physically touch the it looks right and feels right, then you're probably good. Then you're probably on the good side to be okay to paint it again. You probably thinned down your paint pretty well then. All right, let's paint the rest of this other bolter, this one. Okay, I'm just gonna blow into this mic. So not blow, I meant like... Okay, it's not working, never mind. The paint kind of filled the hole of the gun, the little hole on whatever this thing is. You guys can't see it, but the paint filled in the void right there. You guys can actually see it. That's pretty nuts actually. But I painted it. I kind of added a little bit too much paint, and this was the problem of me trying to talk too much, and I'm losing my breath a little bit, so I gotta be a little bit more careful. The friendly streamer club and go to sleep after. It's pretty late. Oh, you're in the European time. Okay, no problem. Yeah, you can definitely send it to me. I think I can't find a breathe redeem. I should have a breathe redeem. I definitely need it. because sometimes like I will yap and not take a deep breath. You look like you need sleep. I definitely do need sleep. I woke up earlier than I usually do, and I am tired. Oh, is it because the avatar has like pale looking skin? I think I asked for that and I was like, it looks good. And that's kind of just it. I don't have a lot of preferences for like models. And I was like, he asked me, he's like, do you need changes? And I was like, I look at it, I was like, no, it looks good. I typically don't ask for like a lot of changes during the sketching period. And when I do, it's usually something very minor because I asked for shoulder pads for this model, and he made them a little bit too small. So I was like, "Hey, can you make them a tiny bit bigger?" He was like, "Okay." Gave me like a second sketch, and I was like, "Okay, that looks good enough." So I'm not too picky about a lot of things, especially when I'm watching anime. I'm not too picky about watching animes either. I will watch pretty much anything unless it's absolutely hot garbage. I think the last hot garbage anime I watched was an anime called Glass Lip. I watched 5 episodes of Glass Lip and I had no idea what the story was about, so I dropped it. That was one anime I really did not like. Because when they have 5 episodes in and you understand nothing about what's going on, it is bad. Good night, Leo Twitch person. Good night, good night. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. How many more do I have to do? 3 more. Oh yeah, I have to paint this big guy too. Paint up the feetsies. Oh, that stream element just went out. I was like, what the hell is going on? Oh yeah, that's the thing that does it hourly, and it's all good. Okay. We are close to being done. Very close. I can probably just like weeball kind of deal. Weeball, and it's just taking me a lot of detail, a lot of work to do all these metallic bits because it's all scattered around the little parts of the mini, which is gonna take a long while. At least it's not chaos trim. Chaos trim takes way too long. Well, I just realized I gotta wash this and then add the highlights too, which is not another very time consuming. And it's too many things to do for this thing. I also have a time limit because I'm going out for dinner with my dad and mom to celebrate my dad's birthday. But we're doing it a day early because I gotta go to work tomorrow. So there's also that. Chaos trim is your soul is gone. Yes. After having to paint 40 something odd Rubik Marines and 20 Corn Berserkers, it is my soul completely gone. But then you have to put in the fact that I also painted Slaves to Darkness, and they also have Chaos Trim. So adding on an additional like maybe 40 something models too. It is not fun. Magnus the Red was also not fun for his armor too, but mainly Rubik Marines because of how small they are. So I am well versed in Chaos Trim. You get used to it. You figure out a method, you stick by it. You can either... People usually stick between either painting the trim first for the base coat, or other people will they'll paint the base coat and then add painting the trim later. But for the Rubik Marines, I painted the gold trim first and then filled in the base paint a blue later on. I need some water. I really need some water. As soon as I finish painting this knee pad right here, I'm gonna get a drink of water. You dang you, Egg Lord. As soon as I say that, you do this. I'm gonna need like more sips of water.
Blood for the blood god!
Oh, I think the blood rushed up to my head. I think I need to stand up a bit more. Luckily, my legs are not numb. That's also a good sign. Legs are not numb, so that's pretty good. Need to paint the belt buckle here, ever so slightly. No one's gonna see it anyway. Then painting on the buckles over here. Oh, I missed this. How the hell did I miss this? Oh my god, I missed so much detail on the little feetsies for this guy. How could this happen to me? Oh, I need to do taxes too. I said I was gonna do it yesterday, and then I forgot. So hopefully I can do them today. And hopefully I can get some money back. Alright, let's see. This guy has two cleavers. Need to sit in a little bit more. Paint this, paint that. Then we are almost done. Just gotta paint. Shoot. Okay, let's see. Paint this part, paint the back part, paint the chains. Quickly try to paint everything. Don't try to rush everything. Okay. Where were we on we were on the topic of cartoons, right? I kind of want to go back to it. Where were we on? Oh yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Samurai Jack. Yes, we're into the golden age of cartoons. Nowadays, there are some good cartoons. I think my friends have recommended me Over the Garden Wall, but I've never watched it. Oh no, the last cartoon I did watch was Gravity Falls. That was the last big cartoon I actually watched. Yeah, people recommended me Over the Garden Wall, so maybe I will try to watch that if I get really bored. When I get really bored, I tend to do stuff I will probably never do, which is currently watching TV shows. I tend to like to watch VTubers a little bit too much currently. Both big and small. Very big and very small. There are a lot of Warhammer VTubers nowadays. People really like Warhammer and then VTubers combined together. So it's very interesting to see. You see, I think a lot of, if you know what Glitch Stars is, a lot of them like to work on Warhammer stuff too. And they're one of the, I guess, mid-sized one. Yeah, there's Warhammer VTubers now. There's a lot of big ones. A lot of them, I think we talked about this yesterday too. I don't know if you were there for that, but there's a lot of big ones now. They like to, I don't know, a lot of them like a different blend too. I think most of them kind of stick to Space Marines though, which is not a bad thing. If you are unfamiliar with what armies to build, you can definitely just start with Space Marines, and then once you figure out what you really like, you can kind of delve into that too. I did that. I actually bought Blood Angels first, and then I kind of diverged away from it. And by diverged away, I meant my second army that I bought was Tyranids, and I thought I would like them, but then I went to Thousand Suns, and I really liked them. The magic casting is good, but I'm very dumb. So I kind of suck with playing them. So yeah, I gotta figure out how to play magic heavy armies or rules heavy armies that involves a lot of casting. I was considering Lumineth Realm Wards or like Disciples as niche for Age of Sigmar, but it seems like they are very, very rules heavy. So I gotta be careful about how I learn how to play them. Did I do the buckles yet? Yes, I did. Alright, we'll call that done, unless I missed some spots with this body light lamp light. Move on to this one with the harpoon gun. Yes, a Khorne Berserker, or sorry, a Khorne-esque model with a harpoon gun. Is the harpoon gun colored? It's entirely metallic. Let's take a look. Kind of. Yeah, I'll just color it like that. Were the Harlequins? Oh, I see. The Harlequins are good. My friend really likes them. But then they're not an army anymore. They're kind of mixed in between the Eldari, the Craft World Eldar. And he was very sad that they don't have a rule book anymore. Paint them. Yes. They are very hard to paint. They're very, very hard. With the checkerboard design on some of their design schemes is very hard. But you sound like my friend. He really likes the Eldar. He went with Drukhari, and I think you mentioned you were gonna get into Drukhari. Yes, you and my friend are exactly the same people. They like the fast-moving targets that hit hard. The strike and fade tactics. You strike and then you fade away. Nothing bad with that, but I do have a friend who likes his elves. His fast-moving elves that hit hard and then die. Very, very fragile. I think I'm painting these a little bit too quick. I look at my friends and sometimes they paint slower than I do. Not a bad thing, but I just like my Monster Girls. You like the Monster Girls? Yes, you would definitely like Daughters of Cain then. For Age of Sigmar. You know what's really funny? The friend who also likes Harlequins also has a Daughters of Cain army. You guys are really the same person. I don't know if you guys are like actually the same person. It would be really funny if you guys were. Yes. See? You guys are built the same, not gonna lie. You guys are absolutely built the same. It's not even funny at this point. Then I just chuckle a little bit, but yeah. I don't know if we are cause IDK what they think about RBDs. I don't know what their opinion about the RBDs is, the Arbites, whatever you want to call it. I would have to ask them, but they are currently on vacation. Or their favorite memes. I would have to ask them about their favorite memes too, because I actually don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I would have to ask them. But they're currently away and not at their computer for like 2 weeks currently. They're vacationing out of the country somewhere that I cannot name. But hopefully they're having fun. I should absolutely try. If I get a stable job, I would absolutely want to go vacationing somewhere outside the country. It'll be very, very fun. Also very, very expensive. Oh, it's getting too hot right now. I don't want to take off my hoodie though. I also don't want to open the window, because then it gets very, very loud with my neighbors. So I can't win. There's no winning this. The only solution is maybe getting like AC, but the AC can be loud too. You love to take a vacation to Japan. Japan sounds nice, but I think you need like you need a travel visa, don't you, to get to Japan? I think it's like a lot of places in Asia. You need a travel visa, which I don't think it's too hard to get one actually. You just gotta apply for it and wait. Okay, I need to get some more black paint on this gun too. I didn't realize it was entirely black. But a grapple hook gun sounds really, really funny. It sounds absolutely funny. Is this also brass too, or is it black? This little canister on the gun. Ah, it's copper. Okay. I'll have to fill that in later. Oh my god, I have to add so many little... I have to backtrack so often with all these models. There's like a lot of bits I need to paint over again. But yeah, I would love to go to Japan. I would definitely love to go to Japan. One day. One day. When I have money and a good job. One that is not seasonal. Yeah, that's good. Then I gotta paint the harpoon. The harpoon gun. Let's see. And after this model is the Blood Herald. And I've spent... Oh yeah, I've definitely spent... Oh my god, I didn't realize how much time I spent painting on one color again. I spent I spent 2 hours painting on the metallics. That's great. Oh no, I spent 1 hour. I spent 1 hour because I painted the skin tone first, and now I'm painting metallic. Okay, that's okay. This is just because there's a lot of other things to do for this one guy that's taking absolutely long to do. Oh, I forgot to paint the little top here. Metallics. Painting off to the side is not helping too. It's about an hour or so for me, so I think for painting my Marines, that is not bad actually. It's not too bad. If I'm painting like one like Space Marine, like so one basic intercessor, maybe between like 2 to 3 hours it'll take me, so it's not too bad. And you also have to take your time as well, so it's okay. I think I heard one person spend like 12 hours on a mini, and I was like, what the hell? How do you spend 12 hours on one single Space Marine? But everyone is different in how they want to do the mini, so don't feel too bad. There's some base paints for flame units, yeah. And it's not even close to finish. Yeah, see? You also have to take... It takes a while, and everyone's different too. Some people have different ways they paint. Like some of my friends have shaky hands, and they take like forever. Also, how you doing, Silver Psycho Gun? How you doing? See, you're painting a Lictor. Lictor does take a long time. If you're putting a lot of effort into it, it does take super long. How do I paint this guy? He's much more detailed than the other one, so it might take a little bit longer. Yeah, what was the most? I think I have touched upon this. The most amount of time I spent on a mini was maybe a month, and that's because I was painting Magnus the Red, and he was super intimidating. Super intimidating. But that was probably the last time I spent that much time on a mini, because every other centerpiece I painted, maybe I'll take about a week to do, or 20 hours total of painting time. And that's all I typically do for like centerpiece models that are typically big. I think the least amount of time I took for one was maybe Lionel Johnson. He took about 10 hours to do, but that's because I was kind of sloppy with him, so I gotta go back and finish it. and fix it. Sorry, not finish it. He is finished. He just like some of the little like highlights I did kind of lazily because I was very tired after a 10-hour painting session. Fix it. He looks okay. It's just like the chest piece is kind of like, it's okay. I am a beautiful hive tyrant. Hello, stop motion. Long time no see. Are you finally done with all your like schooling stuff? Like you were pretty busy like very recently, so I assume you got all that you got all that handled, hopefully. Got a lot of like school stuff and other work stuff to deal with, so hopefully that's good. But yeah, it's nice to see you again. I am painting some. Is that gold? I don't remember if this is gold or not. I am. Oh yeah, that is metallic colors. Okay, we're good. I am on break for this week. Still need to study for 2 exams. God, the exams, I hate them. But nice that you're on break. You definitely do need it for your exams. You definitely do need it. I almost painted the head of a guy. That would have been really bad. Okay, after you're going to a tournament this weekend? Hell yeah. Let's go. I hope you win that tournament or do well in it. You're probably gonna do well. You seem to know your rules pretty well. So have fun with that. But yeah, the only thing is that like if you're going to a tournament like before, make sure like if there's any problems during the games, just like tell the tournament organizer, because if you wait too long and the game ends, they can't really do much to help you out. That snake mommy. Yeah, it seems like you and Egglord really want that the Daughters of Cain battle force. You guys really want it, don't you? Oops, almost dropped it. That would been really bad. Tournaments for one haven't been one since 6th to 7th edition. Ooh. And it has 0 changes. Yeah, it seems like I heard the only change for my army was the Forge Fiend, the World Eater's Forge Fiend, and all they did was minus 5 points off of it. So they didn't really do a whole lot to a lot of different things. I think they changed the Catan for the Necrons recently, but I think they only reduced the points by 10 for each of them. Or no, they increased it by 10. My bad. I meant to say that. You guys are down bad for Snake Mommy, it seems like. I have 2 what my fireworks going to look like in your Discord. Oh, nice. I'll have to take a look. Probably after stream, I'll take a look. Okay, this little bit is metallic. This little tiny bit here. This little handle that I can barely see. Okay, that's good. I think we're almost done with the metallic bits. It's been a little bit too long for my taste because I was going pretty slow. But yeah. And we gotta add the watches after too. Capping at max 3 wounds per turn is crazy. It is crazy. And you can't be insta-killed. Marathi can't be insta-killed. But I will say, I think it's worth this points value, which is 700 something. It's like over half your army, so it has to be really good. Since 2 models in a trench coat. Yeah, it is 2 models in a trench coat. It is exactly how you describe it. It is exactly how you would describe that model. I think the only really big one I have is Archaon, and that's probably the only one I'm ever gonna own. That is the only really big god model I am ever gonna own within Age of Sigmar. I also was thinking about Alariel, but I don't think I have the skills to do that, or it would take too long for me to finish. I mean, I could technically do it, but I'm kind of lazy, so I won't. Also, Sylvaneth models are hard to transport. Feeder in 2k points and up, yes. Been watching a lot of Let's Plays of Resident Evil. Nice. I don't know. I'm not really into those type of games. Also, $90 is a big price point for me for a game when you're not into Resident Evil. But a lot of people have been playing it recently, so that's nice. It's so peak. It looks really peak. I saw a couple of like clips of it. It looks really peak. Yeah, I tested out uploading a video from mobile. It seems YouTube tends to like it. That was the only one I uploaded mobilely though, so I would have to do it again. It seems like, I don't know, it's kind of like a 50-50 of me liking it and me not. I kind of like it because I don't know, YouTube seems to like it, so I guess that's a bonus for me. The only reason I don't like it is adding the categories and tags, so it's kind of weird. Wanted to savor the game, so I felt that part was dragged out. That is kind of dragged out. I kind of just want to get it over with at that point. If I'm dragging it out, then I don't like it. It's like, eh. Could have been harder? Really? Okay. I only saw one boss fight. That was really interesting. It seems like you said, really dragged out. Local Lord, how goes your day? Hello, Lord Malcador. How you doing? You seem like a new face here. Wait, you know what's really funny? You are like the second character I've seen. I think there's another person called like Kato Sicarius, and now you are Lord Malcador. Hydrate. I will hydrate. Are there more metallic bits? No. Foley has so many EX bullets. I don't know what the EX bullets are. I saw like maybe like 15 minutes of gameplay, then stopped watching. Yeah, that's good for now. Okay, we will take a slight break while I try to take a drink of water and then stretch a little bit. I need to stretch my fingers too because they feel kind of, I don't know. I crack my fingers. I don't know if I crack my fingers into the mic, will you guys like it? Okay, that was a small crack. That was too small. Oh well. I am painting some World Eaters Goremongers. Oh, excess, yes. That will do it. Depends on the day where you like finger popping or not. The one I did was kind of weak. That was really weak, unfortunately. Usually it's a little bit better. Okay, I don't know what color the grenades are for these ones. I might do it different. I don't have any green on me though. They are slightly dark green. But yeah, I have a lot of people that my friends will play games like that, and they tend to hoard like a lot of useless things, and then they beat the game without ever using it. So I guess it depends on playstyle. Punching boulders, that's funny. Yeah, that's our E5. That was so long ago too. When was that came out? 2008? Yeah, it's a really long time ago. Super long time ago. Okay, let's take like a 5-minute break while I try to relax my fingers a little bit and just look at various things. I think he sent me a Discord message. I'm gonna go get Discord messages right now. Okay, that was a new guy. Oh, that's cool. Fire Warriors, James, if you're still here. It looks kind of like something you would see from like the Sith. Star Wars. I like that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I like those fire warriors. They're very cool. Wait, I just realized there's a lot of you on YouTube chat. What the hell? Alright, there's so many of you. I just looked at it right now. It's literally like the SpongeBob meme happening now. I like to reference it too much. Sorry, fire warriors. The fire warriors for the Tau. I seem to have brought you back. Sorry, I wasn't talking about RE warriors, unfortunately. RE9, what RE2, 3, and 4 being remade. I started watching when RE7 was new. My true love in RE universe. I think I saw the first time I saw Resident Evil was the original Resident Evil 4, where I think you can only shoot when you stop moving, so it made it really difficult. Also, it scared me. It very much scared me. When was that game released? The original Resident Evil 4? Was it 05 or something, or 04? I don't remember anymore. I think it was 2004 it was released. Wait, we can get back at it. Where's my brass paint? Brass paint? Nope. Brass paint? Nope. I do not have it on the table with me. I gotta go grab it. My legs are tied up. Ah, there we go. Found the brass paint. We're good. I'm positive that RE4 was released in 04. That's my guess. Became basically only horror in Louisiana. Yeah, that game was I think the first one made into first person. Is what I remember. The only first person. Okay, this is gonna take another hour to do with the metallics. Let's see if I can get this done within the time limit. I need to shake this up a bit more. The pigments aren't completely mixed up. It's super watery. Super watery. Man, I didn't realize how much I would be brass painting. I mean, batch painting. Why did I say brass? Here we go. Okay. Okay, this shouldn't take too long. Should take only maybe half an hour to paint everything, hopefully, if I didn't miss anything. There's also brass, there's a black paint. RE6 was only action. I agree. RE6 was not that scary in the long run. I think that's what put people off too, originally, because they wanted something horror related. I need to remind myself not to cut up blood circulation if I'm resting a leg over my other leg. It will be very, very, very bad. Because you ever had that time where you sleep over your foot or leg, and then you wake up and then all the blood rushes forward and you're in immense pain? Yes, it sucks. Can I draw it to 30 hours? I don't think I have it in me to do a 30-hour stream. The only time I would be able to do that if I was playing RuneScape for like that amount of time, then I would probably be able to do it. But otherwise, no 30-hour stream. Nuh-uh. Horror was playing Resident Evil 1 when it came out. I never played Resident Evil 1. I don't even know what it looks like. When was Resident Evil 1 released? Was it mid-90s or something? Can't wait for the 30-hour stream. It's not happening. I do not have the time to do it. I will I don't know if I have the time, because my parents like to bother me too many times within a given day. But right now they're being pretty good about it. 30 years ago. That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago for a Resident Evil game. Relative to your guys' ages. But 30-year stream? I don't know. When was Twitch released? Twitch was released maybe, I would say, almost 20 years ago. So it's quite a possibility to do it. quite possible. You have a lot of new people doing streams, and all they kind of do is look pretty on camera, and somehow they get views, which is nothing bad with that. People like that. It's okay. You do you. I don't mind. Never too late to start. Yeah, it's never too late to start. Yeah, no 30-hour stream unless I can probably make this like a full-time gig. Which is probably never. Who knows? Who knows? People, okay, this is looking really good right now. I am liking this. This is getting more and more beautiful, this miniature. I did a good job. I did a pretty good job. And then I play them, and then it's like, oh, wait, I don't know what's wrong. Getting fancy with my paints, adding gold to the edge of the shoulder pads. Let's go. Can't improve the dead anime look. You think I can't improve this model? I think I could. I think I can improve it a little bit more. I think I can do away with the shoulder pad and make it look a little bit better. But I am no artist, so I have to really ask like another artist person to draw me in like a 2.0 thing. Working 6 hours, but I get some sleep. Good night, Silver. You can look even deader. Yeah, probably more deader. Have fun at work tomorrow, Silver. I don't know what you do, but hopefully it's a nice job, or at least it pays you good money. Yeah, I don't know what I would go for. I would have to, when I have the money to buy a new model and buy the rigging for it, I will absolutely like make it more edgy looking. Wait, I think the only thing that suffers with this model is the rigging, which I went really cheap with, unfortunately. So it is kind of stiff at some point. The motions are kind of stiff. It looks very good so far. Yeah, I think it looks very good. I saw a couple other ones that were around the same price range, but they didn't look as good. Yeah, it's a bit stiff. I understand that it's a bit stiff, but it's okay. I can live with it for now. But yeah, I spent not that much on this one. I spent a pretty decent amount. But that is okay. It's literally the first one that I commissioned, and it was like, I think I commissioned it for a good price point. So that is okay. I don't know what that means, stop motion. I don't know what that means. We don't have to go back to not speaking English. English is not banned in YouTube chat anymore. You can go back to speaking English. That one time, last week on a Wednesday, YouTube chat was banned. YouTube chat banned English, so everyone talked in emotes or other languages, and it worked. Yeah, I'm gonna need to add some highlights too. Oh, I'm adding so much work to these cannon fodder units, but they look so good. I'm actually pretty proud of myself with this so far. But I haven't added the washes yet, and they look pretty good. And you do more with the metallic paints too. I gotta add some highlights to them. There we go. It's not the whole world a Swedish thing. That means don't worry, nothing bad will happen. I don't know if you're jinxing it at this point, but nothing usually bad happens. Well, except when a meteorite passes by your head, and then you're like, "Wow, what's that? What's that a rumbling I hear? It's not an earthquake. Oh, it's a meteorite going and passing the sound barrier and like vaporizing within the atmosphere." Oh yeah, you missed that stop motion. Yeah, meteorite flew past overnight where I was at. Very interesting. There we go. We good. We Gucci. Yes, this is looking good. Yes. Yes. Globin surviving in the mountains with 17 to 25. Is that... What's the MS stand for? Is it miles per second or is it like... Sure, I don't know what that means. I wish I knew. I'm so dumb. Why don't I know? I don't understand. But that sounds bad. That's all I can say. Meters per second. Oh, okay, that's really fast. Holy. That is pretty fast. Yeah, it's very weird because when your next door neighbor is the US, we technically use both, so it's kind of awkward to interchange between imperial system and then you change between metric system. Meters per second. Yeah, that sounds really fast actually. 40 meters per second is considered a hurricane. Yeah, that sounds really bad. We don't get a lot of storms that powerful where I'm at because there's a lot of mountains. The mountains usually block it off. So very fortunate to have mountains around us from both sides actually. So we don't usually have to worry about that. The only thing we have to worry about are earthquakes. And the last one we had wasn't that big. It was maybe like it had like maybe a 5 on the Richter scale, so not too big. Like a 5 was literally like a bump, and that's kind of what it is. It was like 34 meters per second. Ooh, it was pretty fast. Ooh. That's a lot different than what you said earlier. That's 30. That was almost a hurricane. Dang. You guys probably have strong houses for those, right? I don't know what typical houses are made of in Sweden or Europe, but they're probably very different than American houses and our Canadian. Slam your fist on the table. That is -5 on the Richter scale. Oh, I don't know if I can slam my table. Because if I actually slam my table, my parents would hear it and they're wondering if I like actually died or something. So I can't actually like jokingly slam my table because I will slam it pretty hard. Do I paint this gold too? Ah, okay. Yep. Okay, I got it. So everything but these horns here, I have to paint gold. So I'll have to paint over it. Yep. And then you're looking from the model from afar, so you don't have to paint it really good. Feather landing on your table is like -10 on the Richter scale. Yeah, it would be -10. Well, the birds are coming out now, and I've had to actually, for one of my classes, I had to listen to bird calls and actually figure out which birds they are. And sometimes it gets very difficult. I'm at the point where I've forgotten most of them, and the only ones I can do is like a basic robin because they're very easy to tell apart. Very easy. All the other ones I don't remember, unfortunately. Many different birds. Yeah, having to identify birds from various bird calls can be difficult unless you're doing it often. Then it becomes very easy. But I have probably lost it over time. Sacrifice blood to dump in. I think isn't blood corrosive? A little bit corrosive, right? That probably would be very bad. Burbs. Yes, burbs. Oh, you know what a funny bird is? A very funny looking bird. If you search up what a greater sage grouse is and then listen to the bird call or the bird sound it makes, you will find it very funny. I have seen the photo in the Discord, James. I literally said it like maybe 10 minutes ago. I've seen it. That's a good color scheme, by the way. There we go. That looks good. I need to add some washes to it. Everything rust and decay? Probably rust and decay. James, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, please don't post like multiple things in the Discord. I will get to it when I get to it. Like, if you're gonna post the same thing over and over again, don't do that. Hello, Swampcraft. You're the different swamp person. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, Swamp? Oh no, not you. Oh, you guys recognize each other from like a different Discord from a different streamer. You guys seem to have some history. Come here another time. Oh no, what's happening right now? Is there some feud with you guys? I like mourning doves a lot. I don't think I've heard of mourning doves. They're basically just pigeons. Just they're a lot smaller. Probably, I'm not too sure. God, there's still so much detail on this. There's so much detail on this. One mini. No, he is chill. He's chill. Ooh, Swampert. Swampert's a cool Pokemon. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I'm just having, I wouldn't say trouble. It's just taking a long time to paint all the details on some minis. Just this isn't the first time this has happened. I always like it when people do trim on like the minis because I know how difficult it can be. It can be very, very, very difficult to do trim. And when people do it really clean, that's like another thing because I do it pretty messy. I do it so messy. We ain't sharing the same YouTube at this moment. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you guys fighting for like the attention of a streamer? Because I have no attention at all towards people. I really just see who messages and just be like, oh, that's nice, and that's kind of just it. Sorry, I'm kind of painting off the camera because I'm trying to get the little thing here. Okay, that's good. I need to add some more washes to this. It is looking good right now. Okay. Just realized there's some skull bits too. Or the other one is already there. Oh, I see. I understand. But I think this is my first time seeing him. So I guess you guys have you guys like the same kind of streamers or something? You appear like streams in two. Oh yeah, you have appeared 2 times. It probably has been a while then. It probably has been. I forgot to paint the chains here. Oopsies. Gotta go back and paint that. Yeah, little brass bits. Oh, it's only just the little things here, and that's good. And the helmet. Did I paint the helmet on that one? Yes, I did. It's so hard to keep track of people, whether they're new or not. There's so many names to keep track of. I will never ever fully remember everyone's names, unfortunately. Such is the life of a streamer. Gotta paint this red too. There we go. I saw the Rolly boy. I want to check things out. Oh my god, you guys like the armadillos? Hell yeah, armadillos are goated. I don't know. I guess some nostalgia comes up from a kid when I was literally, what was that? One cartoon. I think it was a cartoon called Stanley. I think it was from PBS Kids or so. It's like a really, really not well known cartoon, but I played the Flash game. All I did was like put armadillos running around. And they are some neat little boys. And yeah, they're just little dudes. The armadillos are just little duders just rolling around. Bowling armadillo, yes. I don't know. Do they actually roll around in nature? I don't know if they do. I need to learn more about them. But the only thing I know about them is that they're not a species of concern. So that's a really good sign. Don't need to actually do a lot of work with them. They are not endangered. They are of the least concern, so they're doing something right. Probably because they have that little like leather armor they have on their little thing. They can roll up into a ball. They probably don't have a lot of predators too. Probably that they're all gone. When something tries to eat them, yeah, that sounds about right. They turn into a ball when something eats them. Which I am not sure what kind of predators are around. I know they live somewhere within the southern United States. Somewhere, it's like a big range too. Southern United States to on the East Coast, I believe. So we balling with them or no? I mean, you can, but then you get the conversation what is it? Conservation officer on your butt. So that's a bad sign. I think a car. Oh, the cars. Yes, definitely the cars. The car will be on their butt. They won't survive a car being... they won't survive a car running them over. That is very true. There we go. Okay. Oh, I gotta do the bracers too. If we switch up the roles, armadillos bowling humans, maybe that's kind of possible. There's an armadillo not armadillo Pokemon, but there probably is that I'm unaware of. But there's an armadillo Digimon. The armadillo Digimon, which is Armadillomon, I believe. Yep. Very, very simple. Man, I'm getting tired now. I've been doing this for almost 3 hours. And it looks like we are not getting done this today. We're getting very close to being done this today. Stretch, break, hydrate. I am going to do something to you. I don't know what, but it was something. I gotta fix something on Discord too. I forgot to set the I forgot to edit this category so only certain people can see it. I didn't add permissions yet. I will add. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Save changes. Oh yeah, my short came up. I forgot about that. Now then, that should work now. Yeah, I need to figure out how to run Discord servers correctly. All I run is like my inner friends like Discord group, and that's like not even that bad. It just works for us, and that's all that matters. Got a water and stretch of VTuber? Yes, you got a water and stretch of VTuber. I forgot to drink the water. I need to drink that. The second wind is coming. The second wind is not coming. It is definitely not gonna show up. Honestly, me just adding one layer of like metallic is usually good enough. Some people add two. Some people don't. Yeah, sometimes it's too translucent, but that's okay. I like to add one. One's usually good. I'm really happy how these Infernus units are coming. That's good. That's really good. Only thing I have trouble with like Meltas and Flamers is doing the flamer burn at the end of the barrel. That's the only time I have a hard time with. I did it once and then I forgot the recipe, unfortunately. If you nurture your VTuber, she can grow a little bit taller every month. I don't know about that one. I have not grown a lot within the past couple of years. I think I'm very short compared to a lot of people. All my friends are taller than me. They're all above 6 feet. The only one who's like shorter than me is my brother, and that's kind of just it. Okay. Let's see. How many more do I have to do? One, two. I have to do 4 more. Okay. About 180 centimeters. You are exactly 6 feet. What are you painting, by the way? I'm painting a unit called Goremongers. They are a unit for World Eaters in 40k. They are a unit for a kill team in Warhammer kill team. 5'11". Is it actually? Is 180? Is it 180 not actually 6 feet? Dang. I did not know that. Yeah, Goremongers. I have the box right beside me if you want to take a look. They look kind of like this, and the backside is probably a little bit easier to see, actually. Let's hover that a little bit. I'm holding this one hand, by the way. They look like that. So they're pretty cool. Well, average male height is 175 or 5'11", a pure freedom. That is very true. I am kind of on the more towards the average. Let's see. I guess for you guys, for metric is 172. So I'm pretty average. Or considered to a lot of people, pretty short. So you guys will know my real height. That's kind of just it. .182 is. Oh, 182 is 6 feet. Okay. I'm at the 180 mark. I have many friends who are over 200 cm. Yeah, I don't know why that is for a bunch of the northern countries, because a lot of people within the northern countries, including Canada, they seem to be a lot bigger. And if you notice, the same with animals too. If you notice, the animals within the northern hemisphere towards like more north, they're a lot bigger than compared to the animals in the south. So I guess an example would be if you look at like bears, deers, mooses, and like caribou, they're really, really big mammals. And you compare like stuff within the southern hemisphere, you have a lot of smaller things. Literally got Space Marine size friends. I have Space Marine size friends too. They're a lot bigger than I am. But I don't know. I think it's like gigantism kind of deal. Like a lot of people are like built for the cold. They're a lot bigger. I don't know if that's just a theory though. A game theory. I was kidding. I'm not going that route. Yeah, I think the tallest friend I know is just a little bit over 200 centimeters. I don't know what 6'5" is in centimeters, unfortunately. I know you guys like it. It's like, okay, let me see. I have no idea. No idea. Oh well. Arctic gigantism. Yes. Yes. You're probably right about that. Stop motion. It was very interesting to hear. Is that a lot of people are like bigger in the northern hemisphere. 205 centimeters. Yes, you guys are little giants. I am a very, very small lad. Animals in colder places are bigger because it helps with them staying warm. Very true. Very, very true. Oh, interesting. Beat me to it. Oh, nice. Yeah, he beat you to it. Yeah, it's nice to talk about like wildlife. People are very, very interested. But then you look at the jobs that people do, and you ever compared like the salary of like a biologist to like someone who's working in business? It's a big difference. It is very big. Biologists are kind of broke, unfortunately, except when you have a seaweed farm, then they're kind of mega rich. You're 5'9". There's nothing wrong with being 5'9". I am fast and sharp at writing. You're writing on a phone too, right? On a tablet? That's insane. I am so bad with like writing and typing on a phone. It's really, really bad. Like, I prefer keyboard more. Need to grow the weed up to sea. Well, if you really think about like what is seaweed usually used for? It's used for a lot of things, from beauty products to like making, yeah, probably just beauty products at that point. And beauty products, they sell like hotcakes. There could be a lot of other ones I can think of, but I don't want to think about it right now. It's kind of too much. But that's like the main thing I can. Oh yeah, food. Seaweed's used in food. The red algae. And they are not considered part of a plant, but they do photosynthesize. I think they're part of eukaryotes, I believe. Yeah, eukaryotes. They're not considered like part of the plant kingdom because they work differently. They do not have true roots. They don't have roots on them. You only watch YouTube through phone, only write stories and essays on computers. Yes. I do not know how you guys write like on phone with like the thumbs or fingers. It sounds mind-boggling to me. I grew up with a PC. I'm sticking with PC. I don't know how to use the phone as well as you guys do, unfortunately. I'm very, very basic. But then you have like kids nowadays or young adults who grew up as an iPad kid and now they don't know how to use a PC. But I don't know if a PC will ever be like not useful, is what I'm saying. I think it'll just be there until like the end of time, unless they figure out some other weird shenanigans of integrating some way to like type faster. Samuel L. Jackson eats seaweed chips. That sounds nice. I've never had seaweed chips before. That sounds delicious. Delicious seaweed chips. Tax money well spent. Speaking of taxes, I need to do my taxes. I think I talked about. I was about to do them yesterday, but then I got really busy. So I'm gonna probably try to do them tonight or so if I have the chance. No, not tonight. Probably Sunday. I'll do it. Sunday sounds like something I would have some time to do. Sunday. There we go. Oh, I missed a little bit. Right there. Right there with the little guys. Yeah, taxes. I don't know. I probably will get money back. I didn't really make a whole lot last year, so hopefully I can get some stuff back. So that is probably a good sign for me. But whoever makes, I don't know what the tax range is, but I think whoever makes like, is that above like 6 figures, they have to pay back a little bit. Your taxes or IRS is coming for you no matter where you are. They'll find you and make you pay. Unfortunately, the IRS is only in the US, so you're gonna have to think Canadian. So you can't get me with that one, unfortunately, stop motion. You gotta think of the Canadian one, the Canadian version. So that's not a threat, unfortunately. You gotta think a little bit harder. Sorry, buddy. The Mounties will come for you. Oh no, the Mounties. The Mounties with their riding polar bears and whatnot. The Mounties. I was skiing for 10 kilometers today and thought the Empire one of my stories. Oh, nice. That's so nice. I'm kind of scared of skiing. I keep hearing bad stories about it. Like, some people run into trees and then they die. The IRS Canadian. Oh, there you go. The IRS but Canadian. There you go. Did you know our Canadians actually ride polar bears and they actually are fighting a war against seals? Did you guys know that? Yeah, the seals are encroaching on their territory. You gotta be careful about the seals. They tend to overtake our land. I've gotten better at painting farther and farther away. The only thing I suffer is the light. I really need to get... I keep talking about getting a new lamp. I need to bite the bullet and actually do it. I bought a new keyboard recently, but that's not coming until maybe next week or so. Because the old one has paint chipping away, which is a bad sign. And it's also been about 10 years. More stories of skiing and slamming into trees, become paralyzed for life, only to defy odds and become elite stout men or women again. That's so nice to hear about, actually. You gotta hold your breath for the smaller details. That's good. I heard holding your breath is like sometimes it's not necessary, but I guess it's all about preference at that point. Because painters tell me not to do it, but I do it anyways. But yeah, I heard a story about like some skiers dying, like slamming into trees because they don't see it. But yeah, it's very nice that you do ski. I have one snowboard buddy who likes to snowboard. He does like, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but he does like the hardest difficulty for skiing, which is I think called a black diamond, I believe. I don't know what it's like in other countries, how they do that. But I had one teacher in high school, right? He almost got into the Olympics, but he will never forget that he was off by 1/8 of a second. He was so sad. So very, very sad that he was off 1/8 of a second to make the cutoff. But yeah, that's super sad. He did not make it for the Olympics. Okay. Yeah, it seems like we won't be done today because my time is running out pretty soon. I might just get done with the brass and then call it. Unfortunately, I'll have to finish these off stream because there's not a lot to do. I'll have to work on doing those Kriegsmen for my friend. But I need super glue. I need super glue for that. I definitely do need super glue. The IRS is Cornelfagen, and we have a state-founded TP program where it's called Cornelfagen Nacker Pa. The IRS Knox is a TV program broadcasted to whole Sweden. Oh, that's funny. I don't know if that's funny. That's funny to me, at least. Thank you for being my painting buddy. No problem. Anytime. Anytime I'm streaming. And when I'm free. It seems people like the painting streams a little bit too much. I need to find time for gaming. Gaming stream is fun too, but it's really just me playing games. And me playing poorly. And me suffering from technical issues that are out of my power. Out of my control. Hence Helldivers. Being a fickle game to get running. I need to actually try to get Helldivers running before I start stream. I think it was just that one time it didn't work. It just had a bug issue. Oopsies. What bad spending habits in front of hundreds of people? Oh, I see. That's kind of harsh. Don't you agree? It has bad spending habits. I have bad spending habits too, but I'm not the type of person to go into the negatives with my bank account. I'm definitely not. I tend to pay back my debt pretty quickly. I'm the type of person who hates being in debt. Being in debt is like the worst thing possible. Hopefully to catch more in the future. That's nice to hear. Thank you, Swamp. I hear from a lot of people that I am a calm and collected person, but I can be ruthless when needed to be. And you won't like it when I'm ruthless. My friends do not like it when I'm ruthless. It's very scary is all I can say. That's all I can tell you. And that's how you get people to fear you. You tell them it's like, I'm gonna do this and this and this, and then you never do it you never do it, and the fact that like you don't know what you're gonna do. That's the scary part. That's how you get people to fear you. You tell them you're gonna do something, you don't tell them what you're gonna do, and then never act upon it. That's just psychological warfare at that point. Am I actually a Night Lords player? I don't know if I'm a Night Lords player if I say it like that. Is allowed by law to just knock on your door and go to your house and just take your stuff to pay out your debt. They actually do that? That's crazy. That's really crazy. I don't think in Canada you're able to do that. I just threatened to draw them pregnant, and then I draw... Oh, I see. Yeah, I can also do that too. Don't do that to me, by the way. I don't know how I feel about... I mean, as long as I don't see it, you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't actually have an art tech, so like I could care less. I could definitely care less. But art is whatever you feel like for it to be, and you have the freedom to do so. Unless you get in trouble with the law, then that's on you. That settles that. Oh, interesting. I don't know if we have that. I don't go out too often or know too much about political issues. But maybe in Canada we do. I didn't realize how long it would take to paint 8 small duders, but it's taking me longer than I expected. I'm not even at the washes and highlights. My fear for stop has gone up. Oh no. What happened this time? What happened? I don't know if I should do that collab. I'm kind of afraid. I don't know what their intentions are, but it couldn't hurt to pass it to do it and just talk with people for the first time on the internet. Because every time I talk to people on the internet, no offense to people who like to talk to random people on the internet, it always ends up being very, very weird. Because they talk about topics that I think are very, very strange. One of them being like, I guess sometimes they don't listen to you when you're trying to talk and they talk over you. Which is one thing I do not like. You have like max 3 days to pay your taxes, else you will be reminded and can lead to you getting on the Chronofoggin's list. If you land there, you're not allowed to take out loans for the next 10 years. That's really strict. Imagine not being able to take loans for 10 years. You won't be able to buy a house at that point. No house loan. No credit score will help you at that point. I think I really like working with smaller brushes, keep my anxieties a bit up, so I'm a bit cautious. Yeah, you working with small brushes is really, really nice, because then you can actually like paint and not mess up a little bit. Might do an off-stream game or chat with friends to chat with, see how it goes. I might do that. I think they said I could do that as well, but we'll have to see. If they talk about weird topics, I don't know. If they talk about like weird topics, but I'm sure they're friendly. Who knows? I might just have the wrong understanding of what to expect from people. Because I don't know. It's just a me kind of deal. Because some people can be very, very strange on the internet. Like me. And that's why I'm a VTuber. I'm very strange. Hope the image is flashing in your mind. Please do. Please do. I do not want to think about that image about me being drawn in a obscene way. I do not want to think about it. I wish I had Aphantasia right now, so I can't think of images. But unfortunately, I do not have Aphantasia. Aphantasia, if you don't understand what it is, it's still like you don't have the ability to picture thoughts in your head. That's what it boils down to. I should explain it that way. Yep, you don't have the ability to picture thoughts in your head. I have a friend who has Aphantasia, and sometimes if he's not looking directly at his wife's like face, he does not know what it looks like. Oh no, not that. What do you mean the pose thing? What do you mean the pose thing? I don't know what the pose is. You can't really trust people on here. Yeah, that's the thing. The last time I trusted someone in a game, they scammed my account. So I lost pretty much everything. So that was the last time I trusted someone. NSFW thing we're talking about? Oh, I have no idea what I was talking about. I think stop motion was threatening me to draw me Mpreg at some point. I was like, don't do that. No. That's what he was talking about. So hopefully that it doesn't boil down to that. Hopefully it does not boil down to that. Trust me, people. I am trustworthy. You've seen. I don't know. Maybe it takes a while for me to gain people's trust. It takes a really long time, especially when we're playing games and they're asking me for personal things. And if they do, then I am out. That's why I fear stuff. I don't want to be drawn that way. Yes, I don't want to be drawn that way either. I totally understand you. Yeah, that's true. I totally get it now. When you get into the MMO side of things, you have to trust people, and sometimes they literally sell your account. So you gotta be careful. I'm very hesitant with people on the internet. I don't know. There are a lot of people who actually trust people on the internet. I am not one of those people to trust people very easily. Because one, you don't know what their intentions are, and two, they are a complete stranger to you. Been that way for a very, very long time, and I intend to stay that way until... Well, there are a couple people I've met online, right? And I met them through a mutual friend because they made them friends on League, and they introduced me to them on League, and then we ended up getting to talk to each other for a couple years, and yeah, I do kind of trust them. I met one of them one time. They came up here from one of my friend's wedding, and they were pretty nice. But often I make sure that the person making fan art is okay with it. I will probably say I'm okay with kind of like anything. If it's like something disturbing and I can actually see it, I just won't say anything. I'll say it's like I don't know that exists. But yeah, I am pretty calm about what I see on the internet. Like, if you want to draw me in like a very strange way, go for it. I probably could care less. You draw me with like Mpreg, I was like, oh, that's funny. But yeah, that's kind of just it. Okay, I think this is good for now. I'm not exactly done it. I'm almost done, but it's just taking me super, super long time. But I think I'm gonna stop there for the time being. But yeah, I need to figure out who to rate into. But thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate you. You mostly make team things. That's good. That's very, very good. Who can I rate into? Who can I rate into on Twitch? Who is Twitch streaming? Who's playing? Who's painting Warhammer right now? Someone's doing Kathy. You are getting rated. Someone's doing freaking Kathy for Total War. Oh, sorry, Warhammer Fantasy. I want to see what they're doing. That scene sounds so cool. Stretch break. No, not right now. Not right now, Edward. Hold on, I need to stretch real quick. I was pulling mate. Paul in the maid outfit. Oh, that's funny. That's not even that bad. Okay, I'm gonna rate out into this guy named Lee Honor. He is doing. Oh my god, he's painting on. Oh shoot, he's using a book as like a painting canvas. That's some ballsy move. But yeah, I'm gonna rate into them. They're painting. Let's say they're painting some models for Warhammer Fantasy, and they're painting Cathay, so that's really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna head to the end screen button, and then you guys can go to them on the Twitch side of things. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.